Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all sexualities and identities, and welcome back. Welcome back, my friends, to another comedy and series review. Because today we're here with a very special review for you. Yes, a very special one indeed. As we explore the amazing and fantastic world of Gavin and Stacey. So sit back, relax, and get ready, because this is going to blow off your socks. Long distance relationships are a very funny one. People meet people online and chat in all sorts of circles. But this isn't a story about this is a story about two people meeting on a night out in London. Yeah. And forming a relationship that the world just can't break, no matter the distance. Gavin is an Essex lad, and his mate Smithy are out on a night when he comes into contact with one of the most beautiful young ladies he has ever seen. Yes, he comes into contact with Stacey. Alongside Stacey is her friend Nessa. This series goes back and forth for a while and the relationship between the pair begins to bloom. But alongside that, we're also introduced to Pam, Mick, Brennan, Gwen, Ruth, Jason and Peter, alongside a lot more characters. Each character in this series get a little bit of a story arc. And the most powerful story arc by the end has got to be Smithy and Nessa's. Smithy and Nessa have a back and forth between their relationship in which they're not quite sure if anything's really serious between them. This is an interesting contrast as essentially Gavin and Stacey are very paramount in their relationship. Gavin wants to stay with Stacey no matter what. Mick and Pam are a complete funny opposite for a couple. You have Pam, who's very health conscious, whereas Mick is a very carefree guy. You have Brennan, who is a life of the party. Although he seems like a very serious uncle, he can definitely be down to earth and down to boogie. You have Gwen, a quite reserved character who turns out to have a secret boyfriend on the side. And when I say on the side, I don't mean anything like thing. I just mean in general, she didn't tell people about her boyfriend. But yeah, essentially by the end of the series, we have this brilliant story arc in which Smithy's supposed to be getting married. Then he runs down to the docks and asks the woman he truly loves to marry him. This becomes very embarrassing for him and for her, especially after the idea that he kind of sort of turned her down before, so it's a funny bit on her side. But this all happens after the revelation from Smithy that the woman he was going to marry before her essentially was just kind of controlling him. She was just trying to take over the relationship and just get him to do what she wanted. Meanwhile, another great part of the story arc in this series is the argument between Wales and Essex. The funny argument is the fact that they believe that Gavin is being taken away from Stacey, and on both sides of the fence, it all has to be kind of cleared up. They eventually settle on the idea that one of them is going to move away, but they will still see each other. Over the course of the series, one of the most iconic stables of it is Dave's coaches. Now, Dave's Coaches is a very real thing, and it does its own tours at the moment. But Dave's Coaches all evolved from the idea that Nessa went out with a guy named Dave, and he drove around a coach. Ever since then, someone came up with a brilliant idea to pretty much go around doing tours on it and take people to all the hot spots of Gavin and Stacey in Barry. Now, another rocky relationship in this series that we should address, because if I don't, I know you're all going to be screaming in the comment section. Peter and Dawn. Peter and Dawn are a very complicated relationship. They're a relationship that basically they're just as bad as each other. They constantly break up, they get back together. They constantly break up, they get back together. One of them decides that they want to add someone else for a relationship. They get back together, they break up, they get back together, break up. So basically, just a relationship that most of us all know in real life. Now, the other thing I've got to address is Bryn and Jason's fishing trip. A overarching question that still to this day no one knows the answer to. All we know is that they went on a fishing trip and that something happened on the fishing trip, which one of them or the other one both claim isn't technically illegal in Wales, but we're not 100% sure what happened, and all we know is whatever it was, the pair are very uncomfortable about talking about it and don't ever really get down to the bottom of it. So, Gavin and Stacey, as a show, overall, what do I give it? It's funny, it's witty, it's banter, it is absolutely a smasher. It's a show I didn't think I'd ever like, if I'm perfectly honest, but as soon as I got into the wing of it, I was absolutely hooked at the ghetto. And for that reason, I give it a solid 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next comedy/series review. Or just review in general, you beautiful people. Goodbye for now.